Hello everyone and welcome back to my legendary difficulty survival mode run of Skyrim. I get so excited about streaming these days. I'm just having a blast with this playthrough. I hope you guys can see it. I kind of feel like you can. Yeah, it's fun. I'm having fun. I hope you are too. Last time we left off at Honningbrew Meadery after finally finishing the call it the urgent crafting grind of enchanting and alchemy and getting those maxed out, getting our food production up and running so we don't really have to worry about that anymore. I'm actually ready to kind of step off the gas a bit. I have all of my survival mode foundations in place, pretty much all of my legendary difficulty foundations in place as well, so we can just explore and quest kind of sort of like we did in the first one, except with all of the survival mode items tacked on. So last time I left off at Honningbrew Meadery. We don't have a quest to go here yet. We will eventually. We're just going to poke around inside, take what's useful, and leave. As we so often do. Hey DLS. Of course you can have popcorn. It's Sunday. You can have whatever you want. Hey CCD. Hey Reaper. Great to see both of you. Welcome back. I did have a good time in the cabin. It was more relaxing than fun, but that's okay. That's more what I needed anyway. All right, so here we are at the meadery. Let's poke around outside first. One thing I do know that I eventually want is to have some Honningbrew meat is actually worth selling, so I'm gonna worry about looting again, just in terms of my usual 10 to 1. I want to start collecting ingredients for potions of fortify enchanting. So if I see a blue butterfly, I'm going to catch it. It also occurred to me that I really should, although I haven't, I should consider potions of fortify light armor, since I'm trying to raise it and I'm really, really squishy while the skill is low and I don't really have any perks invested in it yet. I can make potions to ameliorate that, and that'll also help it raise faster because I'll absorb more damage, which is the metric for experience gain on your defensive skills, including both armor types and blocking. Hi, Sauna. Not quite first, but that's alright. It's great to have you. Happy Sunday. Hey, Cito. Hey, Steven. Great to see everybody. Nice to be doing what is, for me, an afternoon stream. So, for those of you across the pond, it's a stream that's simply in the evening, rather than in the middle of the night. Great to see you. Welcome, as always. I'm running back up the road because I actually forgot to hit a iron vein up here. If you're wondering why I ran up here, that's why. Hi, Cynic. Great to see you too, my friend. Welcome back. Oh, I see hostiles. Did a dragon attack or something while I wasn't looking? What's happening? Bandits? Do I have bandits on my nuts? Well, I'm gonna let you hit me, because I am trying to raise light armor. Occupied with Raya now, which is fine. Now, one thing I'm curious about, and I honestly don't know, is, well, I should just look.
Yes, my lady. Of course, then. How can I be of
I'm
service?
interested in Raya's weapons. So the scimitar is better than an orcish war axe. It's equal to an orcish mace, but it's actually probably better, given that
Lead.
it has the weapon speed of a sword instead of a mace. So that's good to know. What are these others? Come on, don't be shy. So we got one dead wolf. Hey, Lone Wonder. My most reliable viewer every single stream. It's great to have you. It always is. Whoa! That sucked. I'm hungry. All right. Hyken has death. What is this encounter? I'm not familiar with it. 2 bandit chiefs and a bandit thug, and there's no, like, story hook, there's just a dead wolf. Random-ass roving bandits just a thing? I mean, maybe. Anyway, let's eat some food. And now let's get back to what I was doing. So I think I was talking about how I wanted to make potions of Fortify Light Armor because that would speed the process of leveling it up. Which, I guess, is all I really need to say about that because it's pretty self-explanatory, and it's true. Alright, so let's look around the rest of this building's exterior. Martin, hi! It's so good to see you, bud. Maybe Sundays can just become our weekly appointment where you actually get to attend a stream. No, I kind of thought we were going to spend today at the cabin too, but we finished breakfast and Mom and Dad were like, okay, we're going. I was like, oh. Well, okay. Alright, so everything in here is stealing, so only going to bother with stuff that's super worthwhile.
I'm the proprietor of Hunningbrew Meadery.
Sabjorn has nothing to pickpocket.
Hunningbrew use it. Take a look.
I can sell him these meads.
Now, if you'll excuse me.
So we have some we have some books we can read. I'm not going to bother taking them, but a lot of them are news. First up, we have the Third Era Timeline, an abbreviated timeline, the last year of the First Era. My list is still long. There are a lot of books in this game. The alchemy effect and enchanting effect lists have gotten short. I suppose it's time for the other ones to really start catching up. When does the mountain get too inhospitable for weekend visits? Usually late October, early November, around that timeline. So I'll just point out the ones that are neat vis-a-vis tagging to other Elder Scrolls games. So 3rd Era 399, The Defeat of Jagar Tharn. That's, of course, the Elder Scrolls Arena, the very first game where our forever nameless champion reunites the 8 pieces of the Staff of Chaos. So, 3rd Era 403, The Assassination of Lysandus, the King of Daggerfall. That's kind of the predicate event to Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall. Daggerfall actually ends. I wish Rory was here because he'd know the answer to this question. I don't know in the universe how long Daggerfall is actually supposed to take. I think it is over the course of quite some time. But Daggerfall ends at 3rd Era 417 when the Warp in the West occurs. So, 3rd Era 427, that one's pretty obvious. Here's Morrowind. Beginning of the Blight Curse in Vardenfell and arrival of the Nerevar, which should be the Nerevarine. And 3rd Era 433, the assassination of Emperor Uriel Septim VII and the Oblivion Crisis. So there you go. We have the Real Baron Zaya V4, which is another new one that we have not read. And as I'm doing in this playthrough, I'm just flipping through the books, which is obviously significantly faster. I actually have Real Baron Zaya specifically in mind, so it's funny that we're on one of them right now because I checked my old VODs just for giggles and to establish a point of reference. And some of these Real Baron Zaya books in particular literally took me half an hour to read out loud. And I like that for what it was, and I think a lot of you who watched on YouTube did too. But since we're live on Twitch, and since we've already done it once, I think now we can afford to simply flip through the pages and let those who want to pause and read it themselves, either in the VOD or in what will become the second complete YouTube playthrough of this game. Would I make pots for most skills I'm leveling to speed them up? For the ones that it would help with, yes. So let me give you some examples. When it's time to level up Destruction, Fortified Destruction Potions will help, because your Destruction, unique to most spells, your Destruction increase is tied to your the damage that you do in addition to the base magicka cost of the spell. It's unique amongst the magic schools in that respect. The others are, well, that's not quite true. Restoration takes into account how much health you actually recover. But the flip side of that is, say, the weapon skills. So if I were to drink a potion of Fortify one-handed to do more one-handed damage, that would actually slow down my leveling, because the skill increase on your weapon skills is tied exclusively to the base damage of the weapon you're using. So not even like smithing would help with one-handed or two-handed or archery, right? It's just the base damage of whatever weapon you're hitting with, period. So the answer, Lone Wonder, is yes, but only when a potion would actually help me level it faster. The First Hold Revolt is another new one. What gear am I making, wearing, and using? I will take a moment to show you when I finish going through, when I finish looting this room. How about that? The First Hold Revolt by Mabius Che. But the answer is right now, I'm simply, I'm trying to raise light armor. So I'm wearing a full suit of scaled armor, which I just found while I was off doing other things. And mostly using healing spells. I have restoration equipped. I'm still hitting enemies with Marked for Death to help Raya kill them. and I'm just soaking up as much damage as I can with scaled armor, which is good, and only 23 ranks of light armor, and only the first rank of Agile Defender and perks, which is not as good. Gods and Worship is another new one. So, yeah, I guess I can just answer the question. I don't even need to show you. That's what I'm using. And I do still have the Charmed Necklace to raise my carry weight by 25 points. Martin, I'm not sure I'm going to need to hunt for random encounters this time. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But the fact that fast travel is disabled means to me I'm probably gonna run into them all, whether I'm looking for them or not. You know what I mean? See, we've read the Great War already, but Vernacus and Brulor is new. I mean, they weren't murders, but they were taken from bad guys who tried to kill me, but still, fair point. Yeah, so I mean, even when we got to the Dawn Guard cache hunting, for instance, that was like 150 videos in, and we were fast traveling that whole time. My suspicion is that without fast travel running around, we're gonna hit most, if not all, random encounters regardless. I've already run into a huge number of random encounters compared to this point earlier, which makes perfect sense. And the Life of Uriel Septim the Seventh, that's new as well. Oh, sauna, all right. I can never find a time that's good for everyone, can I? That's just how it is. Thanks for stopping in and saying hello. I appreciate it. Have a good night, my friend. Martin, I'm somewhere in between. I'm playing a lot smarter this time than I was then. I mean, I thought I knew the game pretty well then, and I suppose I did. But, yeah, I mean, I'm not a demigod. Like, I would lose most straight fights. But because I am playing smart and I'm using what I have available pretty fully...
If you need to send some of the finest mead in Skyrim.
Alright, so everything is stealing, so even in terms of food, because I'm growing so much at home now, the only stuff I really want to steal from the food sacks and whatnot is, oh hey Malice.
You need something to do, or you just enjoy slowing down the hard-working folk?
The only food
Mind yourself.
The only food I'm gonna bother stealing is, salt piles and tomatoes. Nothing else is really worth it. Because we can grow everything else. And indeed, we are. With gusto. I've also decided, when the time comes, this is not a high priority. Because we already have alchemy maxed and we're good enough on food production. But I do think I am going to build the greenhouse on Lakeview Manor when I really knuckle down to actually flesh out the house beyond all of the stuff that I need that I prioritized at the outset, which is thankfully already done. Alright, the Lusty Argonian Maid V2. Now, I'm going to make an exception here. I'm going to read Lusty Argonian Maid out loud. It deserves it, okay? The Lusty Argonian Maid, Volume 2, by Crassius Curio. Act 7, Scene 2 continued. So already, just think about how many scenes there have been to be in Act 7, Scene 2. Lifts her tail. My goodness, that's quite a loaf, but however shall it fit in my oven? Crantius Colto. This loaf isn't ready for baking, my sweet. It has yet to rise. Lifts her tail. If only we could hurry that along, how would I accomplish such a task? Crantius Colto. Oh, my foolish little Argonian maid, you must use your hands. Lifts her tail. You wish me to knead the loaf? Here? Crantius Colto. Of course. Lifts her tail. But what if the mistress catches me? Your loaf was meant to satisfy her appetite. Crantius Colto. Don't fret, my delicate flower. I'll satisfy the mistress's cravings later. lifts her tail. Very well, but I'm afraid my oven isn't hot enough. It could take hours. Crantius Colto. Plenty of time, my sweet. Plenty of time. End of Act 7, Scene 2. Hey, Walt. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. No worries having to do the homework. I appreciate you saying hello and lurking. Hope the homework goes well. Hope you had a good weekend. Welcome back. All right, let's see here. Nope, nope. 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 Let me see here. I'll take his coins. Rising Threat Volume 1, that's new. Is The Dance of the Three-Legged Guar also a book? I believe it's only referenced. I don't believe there's actually a text that you can read for that book, Martin. Unfortunately. Alright. I do like these books. I fucking hate me some Thalmor, I tell you what. We already read A Game at Dinner. That was last stream. Urbane's Bestiary, The Ice Wraiths. I think I've read this one. Yes, I have. But Mysterious Akavir is new. You know that eventually we're going to get a game set in Akavir. I don't think it's going to be Elder Scrolls 6, though. Brief History V4, I actually have not read. Well, hey, Martin, this is important. Not all Altmer are Thalmor. In fact, if you read up on what the Thalmor got up to between the Oblivion Crisis and the Great War, there's like a 170-year gap there, almost. The Thalmor have probably killed more Altmer than anyone else. It's like saying if you're a Russian, you must be a Soviet, you know. Or conflating the 100 million people Stalin killed with Stalin himself. You even have some Altmer in this game who are fighting on the side of the Imperials, like look at Fassendil. Even better. Yeah, no, if you read about Thalmor activities when they were consolidating their power before they invaded the Empire, they probably killed, even to this date, they have probably killed more Altmer than any other race. The Hope of the Whiterun, yet another new book. We're just loading them up here. But it's kind of giving me a chance to chat with you guys. I need to grab a drink. Little Pepsi. Cats of Skyrim. Yet another new book. Yeah, well, I mean, it's not a straight up Pepsi. It's a Pepsi Zero Sugar. I think, like a lot of drinks, it's just Pepsi Zero Sugar must not be very popular, and so ordinary size vessels of it are falling prey to the aluminum shortage. Yeah, this is all they had at the grocery stores. These little 7.5 ounce cans. There's Real Baron's Eye V5, the final volume. What is this? A Pepsi for ants? Oh, yes. No, Martin, I didn't realize Rory drank Pepsi in tiny glasses. It's just yet another coincidental similarity, I suppose. But no, my size choices were 7.5 ounce cans or 2 liters. They had nothing in between. Yeah, Elder Scrolls is pretty good about having gray areas in most of its quote-unquote villains, particularly. I thought one thing that Morrowind did, one of the few things that Morrowind did poorly, was it didn't really allow the player character to be anything other than good. I mean, you could just randomly go around murdering everybody, but in terms of actual storylines, there wasn't really a good way to be evil. I've talked about this before. It's like, oh, the Thieves Guild operates with the sanction of the Empire. Oh, the Morag Tong are assassins, but it's legal and it's good. I'm sure there is a Kamana Tong mod, and that's probably worth... Although, I don't know how you'd play it unless there's also a mod that lets you be a native Dunmer instead of an Outlander. Because you know the Kamana Tong won't take an Outlander, no matter what. So, I mean, Oblivion fixed that problem, and I think it's been fine ever since. Like, the Dark Brotherhood and Oblivion, like, yeah, the people are all, the characters are all friendly and cheery when they're talking to you, and you end up liking them, but, man, Dark Brotherhood does evil shit. And that's true in Skyrim as well. Yeah, and it's a real shame that you couldn't side with Dagoth, isn't it, Cynic? Because, I mean, when you finally meet him at the end of the game, and he tells you his side of things, it's like, oh, dude kinda has a point, you know? Like, I think it would have been... I understand, like, especially if you read the dev diaries, like, Bethesda was out of money, it was kind of their Hail Mary to survive as a company, and they were out of time. But if you could have had... Kind of like they originally planned for Deus Ex, they originally planned, like, at that moment of truth, you could actually continue siding with UNATCO and Majestic 12 and go on 2 radically divergent paths, but they scrapped it because they ran out of dev time. Morrowind should have had an option where you could accept the offer from Dagoth Gers there in Ilunibi and, again, split off in radically different directions, maybe end up assassinating the Tribunal as your main quest instead. But all right. Beggar Prince, yet another new one. This is another one of those things that takes a while near the beginning and will slow down as we progress. Just kind of is what it is. I'm a god. How can you kill a god? What a grand and intoxicating innocence. Shame on you, sweet Nerevar. We've read that one. We've read all of those. Good. Gold. Anything worthy in the display case. Now, cooked food is an exception that I will steal. Have need of Sinric. This note is mislabeled. I don't actually know what it's supposed to be called. Probably just a letter from Maven or something like that. But... delete it off the list, and as I've been doing, because they're shorter and they're directly tied into the game as opposed to just establishing background lore, I have been reading notes and will continue to do so. Sabjorn, this is my third and final offer. I feel that I've been more than generous with the amounts I've stated to buy your meadery. There's no reason for competition to stifle both of our businesses. Unified, we could make Blackbriar Mead a household name and bury anyone else who tries to start a similar business in Skyrim. If you wish to accept my offer, please come to Riften and stay at my manor as a guest. I think you'll find that being a part of the Blackbriar family would be both lucrative and life-saving, Maven. Yeah, Maven doesn't mess around. As he discovers far too late. Wabbajack! Oh, I've already read this. LOL. That's alright. Ooh, Sapphire. Just sitting in an end table. How about that? Alright, now here's an expert lock door. With 24 lockpick and no perks, this could take some doing, but... Another thing... Oh, pff. Color me wrong. I'm just that good, apparently. Oh, this is my burglary job, is it? Is it? Nope. It's just already spawned the special loot for the Thieves Guild quest. I feel like it's probably going to bug something out if I steal that now, so I'm not going to.
If you need to sample some of the finest mead in Skyrim.
Yes, I was going... That's what I was about to say. I'm going to allow picks to break. And then I just get it on the get an expert lock on my first try anyway. Because I'm awesome. Alright. We'll go ahead and hit Pelagia Farm now. Oops.
To the owner, Savio.
Before I do the farm proper, I'm going to sprint up the hill back here. Because there are 2 corundum veins that I want to mine. We are still doing that. I still need corundum ingots for locks. Still need steel ingots for all sorts of things. Usually a couple of critters here. I think just wolves. As I said last stream, I'm not terribly worried about diseases anymore. Maybe not. Oh, I missed. Too bad. Did I go too high? I might have gone too high. I could have sworn it was right up here. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Ah, it's over here. I went too soon. I was about to say it's not really worth the effort, but... Hey, Blazer. Oh, we got saber cats. These guys can hurt. I gotta be careful. Ryo, where are you, girl? I need you. Running out of juice fast. There we go. Now my girl will take care of business. I'm actually using Faendal as my steward, and I am letting him. Wait, do I have need of the eye? Maybe. No reason not to grab it. I'm using Faendal as my steward, but yes, I'm having my steward purchase my logs for me.
We kill the dragon once, we can do it again.
So Pelagia Farm is obviously on the map already. It has been since early on. We're gonna actually explore the place now. For what particular good that does us. What am I carrying food-wise? Almost nothing. Okay, that's actually good. It means I can just grab one cabbage and sell it to Severio to complete his favor.
There's a nip in
I have
the
cabbage to sell.
honest pay for honest work.
I'm gonna need.
Well,
I'm gonna need his key to the house in Whiterun.
well.
I should get undetected. That'll help.
Good to have you by my side, friend. I need reliable people around.
What can I do for you?
Carlotta's stall. Most of it comes from my farm.
Nimriel will have a key to the actual farmhouse. I want to steal that too.
Think you can.
She doesn't have anything else I particularly need.
Never.
Oh, come on. It's a 52% chance. It's a coin flip. I shouldn't be failing this many times in a row. There we
Don't
go.
even think about it.
Alright, Gloth is still indoors, but that's fine. So we have now done the Gather Wheat favor. You don't actually need to do favors in Whiterun in order to become a Thane. Obviously, we're already a Thane. We used Lydia as our follower for a while. But still nice to have done. Plus, now we're friends with Severio, so we can freely enter his house when we're exploring the city. Soulblazer, I don't know if I acknowledged you. I feel like I did. I seem to recall it. But regardless, enjoy your football. Thank you for the lurk. Welcome to the stream. Happy Sunday. No worries about lurking. I appreciate it. It helps. And it's always good to have you here. Welcome, friend. Alright. Mill seems empty. Tomatoes! That's what we're after, because they're the only ones we can't grow. Take salt piles, too. Now, Gloth is still going to be hanging out in here, so... Although he can sometimes be convinced to leave by the simple fact that we sort of trigger his schedule to actually activate. Dwemer Inquiries, Volume 2. That is a new one. Rising Threat, Volume 4, that's new. Ah, yes. See, here we go. Here we go, Martin. With the Empire submerged in this mayhem, the Thalmor were quick to act. They overthrew the rightful kings and queens of the Altmer. I remember the revulsion and horror that took hold when word reached me. First of many pogroms descended on Somerset Isle. They slaughtered any who were not of the blood of the Altmer, a fine excuse to purge the dissidents as well. Read that, read that, read that. We've read that. Songs of Skyrim revised. That one is new. Dwemer Inquiries Volume 3. It's the final one in that little trilogy. It's now done. I like this one because it hints at the existence of Blackreach, which is one of my favorite locations in the entire game. I have found in a small number of ruins references to a geological anomaly or place known as blah blah blah. This is intriguing because the term not only appears in a few tablet fragments, but very specifically on ornate metal frames in the deepest reaches of the strongholds Alftund, Erkingthand, and Mizinchileft of Skyrim. The most reasonable translation I have managed to decipher is Blackest Kingdom Reaches, but I cannot imagine what that means. My grails are in storage, that is correct. Hey, Alex! Great to see you. Welcome. Welcome. The Arcturian Heresy. Yet another new one. There are going to be a lot of these in our first detailed city exploration, but that's alright. Read that. The Woodcutter's Wife is new. Hey, we're warm. Good. Cabin weekend was lovely. Didn't do much, it was super relaxing, which was pretty much exactly what I needed. Myths of Sheogorath is another new one, at least to this playthrough. Oh, Martin, I'm still item hunting on my warrior. I managed to get a Dragon's Amulet of the Zodiac, which is one of my 3 endgame jewels. I'm still looking for a King's Sword of Haste. Once I have that, I'll probably consider myself ready to actually stream more Diablo. No beaver troubles. Actually, we got rid of a beaver dam and we successfully trapped and killed a beaver. Since you ask. Round 2 went to the humans. We're drained. Alright, we need sleep. Red Rising Threat Volume 4. I will steal the apple pie. I'll steal leather strips. Antecedents of Dwemer Law, that one's new. Can you sell beaver pelts? Well, perhaps. I don't actually know the answer to that question, but it's a moot point because after we killed it, bear dragged its corpse off in the middle of the night. I think we have read the Book of Daedra, but Ingle and the Sea Ghosts is new. Nope, we've read Ingle and the Sea Ghosts as well. Just kidding. Alright, so that's it for Pelagia Farm. We can't sleep here. So we haven't reached that level of friendship. That's okay, we're real close to Whiterun. So let's just pop into the city, offload some of the shit we've stolen, sleep, and then we'll get back to it with exploring Whiterun stables. No, there aren't any leaks over here either. The Khajiit caravan is not here. A wild bear. We have wild bears up there. Pretty frequently. Can't leave anything outside.
If you need potions, you should try Arcadia's cauldron.
Might as well just do this on my way in before I forget. All right. Yeah, we do.
Disrespect
The
the law, you disrespect me.
we're right next to kind of an outflow. The North Platte River flows really close to our property, and right through our property, actually feeding into the pond, is an outflow from the North Platte called French Creek.
Got some good pieces. Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs. Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
No, beavers aren't... I don't think beavers are carnivorous. I couldn't tell you what they do eat, but I don't think they eat fish.
Skyrim.
Let me know if you see anything you like. Everything's trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
Very good.
Do come back.
Now, I do want to do my exploring during the day. So if I only sleep for 8 hours, it'll be midnight, it'll be freezing cold outside, no one will be around,
Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire.
The security and
and we'll risk a vampire attack. None of these things are good.
Whiterun is terrible. Shameful is what it is.
So instead, 12 hours is 3 a.m. I want it to be 8 a.m., so 5 past that is 17. There we go. So I have to drink 2 of these Pepsis for ants before I even hit the size of one ordinary 12-ounce can. It's terrible, I tell you. Well rested, but quite hungry. To be expected. Apple pie, and we're satisfied. Alright, let's head back out. No, I don't own Breeze Home. I've been focused on Lakeview Manor. Particularly because I have a bed I can get well rested in here anyway. Not to mention, which is all I really need, right? I'm not going to store anything here with Lakeview already built. And I have a bed I can get well rested in for free. All right. Next thing we're gonna do. They actually do cost less, Slow Wonder.
What's the
wrong
matter?
with
You
Skyrim
can't
these
stand
days?
the sight of a strong Lord woman?
Obsessed with death.
Next bit to properly explore is the Whiterun stables. Haven't been there yet.
You tried mercenary work? Might suit you.
I don't know if it's half, but it's not exactly half either. It's 7.5 ounces, and a normal can is 12. I need to hoard fire salts as well, because on some of our longer expeditions, like when we're deep diving in ice caves, you know, think for instance below Frostflow Lighthouse. I'm gonna need a way to warm up, and there's not gonna be any fire handy. So for some of the more brutal expeditions that we'll be doing later in the game, I actually need to prep some hot soup with fire salts so that I have that portable source of warmth. Let's see.
Come to
I'll take a key from you.
Never
That's all I need. You know, I don't think flame cloaks actually warm you up. I think they just protect you. I could be wrong. Let me check right quick. It should say in the help menu. Yeah, all Flame Cloak does is make you temporarily immune to the effects of freezing water.
Need a horse? Talk to my father, Skullbar.
Alright. I will talk to Skullvar.
Got the fleetest.
He doesn't have
It's in
anything I
all
need.
of Skyrim.
We already searched these barrels. I'll hit the actual building, should be empty. As we pass Lilith on her way into town, so everything else should be fine. Grabbing a coffee, sounds good. Martin, you'll be pleased, although I don't know when you'll actually see it to the point of it mattering. But because I feel like I'm going to be, you know, in these living quarters a while longer, I set up my very own coffee maker here in the basement. I'm turning it into my own living space. By God, I'm making the best of it, you know? Let's see. Garlic, is garlic worth taking? Actually, not really. Sabercat Tooth is. I can fortify smithing with it. Eye of Sabercat, if nothing else, I still need to learn the effects it has. So I will take that. Raw Venison, no thank you. Brief History of the Empire V3, that's the last one of those that we haven't read yet. I mean, there is a coffee maker upstairs in the kitchen, so not a big deal, but, you know, we're kind of trying to establish a sort of equilibrium where there's my space and then common space and then their space, you know what I mean? Just like you do when adults are sharing a home with each other. So having my own down here is a lot more appealing to me than having to go upstairs to a common area in order to make coffee. I didn't want that plate. I do want that gold. Expert locked strongbox, huh? Boom! Oh yeah, I already went in here. Alright, that's it for the stables. Next we're gonna hit Chillfurrow Farm. Home is where your personal coffee machine is. Indeed. That's already 10 after 3 in the afternoon. I say it's a little late for hot coffee. I'm probably going to end up making some when I'll probably end up making a pot for tonight's stream. Just to make a liar out of myself. Alright, it's a pretty good time to go ahead and start hoarding Ingun's ingredients. and anything else that we know we need to turn in for quests later, so I'll make a point of beginning to gather Nirnroot, and Nightshade, and Deathbell, and Jazzbay Grapes. And I suppose I'd need Fire Salts for Balamand in addition to myself. Do I need regular butterfly wings? Are they good for anything I care about? Let me see. No. Alright. I still ultimately need 27 blue butterfly wings to make fortify enchanting potions when it comes time to execute the crafting loop.
That's fine scale armor you've got. They're shiny.
That's going to go more or less the same way it did in the original playthrough. When the time comes. Boom! Another Nirnroot. Now there's an Iron Vein. What about lavender? Anything I need with lavender? No. Oh, the Iron Vein is on this side. I just wasn't thinking straight. I should also start paying attention to which gems I have. Because I need 5 flawless sapphires and 6 flawless amethysts and a flawless ruby for quests. Purple mountain flower, tundra cotton. Anything with those? No. And no. Oh wait, that's not true. Fortify block will help when I am training block, so
Don't think.
I will pick up some tundra cottons. Let me see.
Barter with me.
Satisfied.
Damn shopkeepers.
Italian quality, American quantity. That sounds like perfect execution on coffee. Alright. I don't need purple mountain flowers. They are now useless to me. Pretty sure we can gather wheat here.
Need something?
I'm wrong. We can't. I want the key to Chillfurrow Farmhouse. If you'd be so kind. Do I have need of wheat? No, actually. What about a chicken's egg? Well, I need to learn the last effect, so yes. I already mined all the ore veins up there. That's good, that's done. Tomatoes! Salt! And tomatoes.
Fear no. Come dragon or giant will be ready.
Alright. So we can get into Chillfurrow Farmhouse here. Let's see what we find. We've read that. Ruins of Kemmelzee is a new book. Yes, Martin, it is. The paralysis enchantment is pretty hard to find. I think it, along with Banish, are actually the most difficult to find. The rarest, highest level, whatever you want to say about them. If you want to paralyze things, you're a lot better off doing it with potions. And we've read Cake and Diamond, we've read Gods and Worship. Excellent. The Monomyth is new. Go ahead and read that. Then check it off the list. Not actually going to steal it. The podcast is going to live stream on Twitch, and there will be a VOD, I'm sure. I don't control it, but most of you guys know Rory, so you can ask him about it, because he's on the team that actually runs it. Yeah, it's not going to be tied to my channel. The podcast is called Streamers Become Human, and the four of them run it, but it's its own channel. So I don't know if they back them up on YouTube or not, but you should be able to watch a VOD on their channel after the fact. Alright. There's the Monomyth. Here's another bookshelf. Real Baron's Eye of V1 is the last one in that series. Go ahead and read that. Take it off the list as well. Survival mode should have weapons degradation, but don't know how repairs should be integrated. I mean, it would be pretty easy to just require the workstations, like grindstones and workbenches, to perform repairs. Chance's Folly is new. Biography of Baron Zaya V1. I think this is the last one in this series. No, I still need to read V2. Okay, that's fine. Not a big deal. Galarian the Mystic, yet another new one. Vanus Galarian, the founder of the Mages Guild. And suddenly we've read all those books. Let me see about Frost Miriam. Do I have a reason to grab those? Well, I do need to learn the final effect, so yes. Oh, and I did get peckish again. Look, more grilled leeks. I'm satisfied. I will steal your tomatoes, and your salmon steak, and your apple pie. Sorry, not sorry, Wilmeth. Didn't really want that plate, so toss that back in there. And the importance of where is a one-handed skill book. One-handed 21. Is that a ham? I think it's raw venison, I'm pretty sure. And like I said, raw meat can give you food poisoning, so it's not worth eating on its own. And there are far, far better uses for your salt piles than cooked meat. So even on survival mode, raw meat is pretty worthless. The exception being, of course, if you're playing as a Khajiit or an Argonian, who, in keeping with the lore around their races, are able to eat raw meat with no risk of food poisoning at all. Yeah, but you have to burn a salt pile to cook meat, and it's kind of a waste. There are much better uses for your salt piles. Even in the relatively small universe of cooking. Alright, we're gonna do the same sort of thing with Battleborn Farm.
You're that one from the college.
I might as well start actually raising Pickpocket a little bit.
You have committed crimes against Skyrim.
Like, literally to the extent of lifting gold.
By the order of the Jarl. Stop.
Hungry again. Let's see. Let's do the apple pie. That boosts me all the way to well-fed. Outstanding. Iron vein here. Ooh, gonna watch Suicide Squad? I heard mixed reviews. If you do watch it, let me know what you think. What's up, Gwendolyn? I want your key. I want your gold. I said I want your gold. Will I run the Denver Marathon? I'm nowhere near that level in my training. I'm still just trying to speed up my 5Ks. At the moment, the longest distance I've gone in a single run is only 6 miles. So, at the end of a significant training period, yes, I would love to run a marathon. And Denver seems like a good one for pretty obvious reasons. Blue mountain flowers. Do I have any need of those? No, I don't. Alfhild isn't here, which is weird. I'll go through the rest of the farm. Might as well do this, because we do have the little treasure island with the saber cat down here. Some corundum veins as well. Oh, hello. Oh, really?
Come on, let's see you put up a fight.
That was weird. Not bad, but weird. I've never seen that before, have you guys? Falmore on the road. I don't think they're hostile. No, the Falmore aren't hostile. I'm not about to pick a fight. I have actually killed one trio of Falmore already, but I don't really feel like picking a fight with them. That's a whole different level, you know?
My money's on the big one.
Oh, did I hit Raya with the shout? Yes, I did. Huh, yes. So how do I restore it? Is it the same thing? Okay. It's 883.19. There we go. Fixed her. Sure beats reloading. Good eye, Lone Wonder. Slaughterfish! I want your scales! These are all just salmon. You're gonna catch these fish. The reagent fish. I was gonna say, I thought there should only be 2 floating slaughterfish, but looks like there are actually 3. Go figure. Look at that, a mud crab won. Well, I guess it was 2 mud crabs, but they won a fight with a saber cat. That's bonkers. No need for mud crab chitin. Hey, level 31. At 25 light armor. Not bad. Got a army of mud crabs, too.
Put up a fight.
Got it? That's your best?
So come on, Raya. You only need to hit him one time. Alright, what about Thistle? Should I collect those? Yes! Fortify heavy armor is going to be useful. Pick open the chest. And let's run back to Battleborn Farm just to see if Alfield has shown up yet. She should be here this time of day. I'm a little worried she might have somehow died without me noticing. Oh, she's here now. Perfect. Sell her a gourd. Make a new friend.
We could always use honest pay for honest work. Honest pay for...
Okay. So that comes off of the quest list, just like it did for Severio.
honest work.
I've got a key to the farmhouse, but I want a key to the house in town, and I want the gold. Just salmon, the Jesus of fish people. Alright. So this is all still stealing, unfortunately. But I will steal tomatoes, I will steal salt. Read all of those. I'll steal tundra cotton. I think I've actually read the firmament, but I'm uncertain enough to double check. Yeah, we've read this. Read all the brief histories, all the real Baron's Ayahs. We've read Gods in Worship. Let's move on. I never did bother looking at the fish I caught either. Well, I need to learn the remaining effects there. Same there. Silverside perch doesn't do me any good. Okay. What about Elf's Ear? Any reason to bring that along? No. Well, that one was pretty basic, but there's lots of stuff to get outside in this area. Dude, Alex, no, are people doing that? I haven't watched episode 4 yet, so don't spoil it for me. But man, the first 3 episodes of season 2 are all top-notch. Freaking love the boys. Hey, my Quicksilver respawned. The one I was so desperate to find in the first place.
What are you doing?
Oh, settle down, Raya. I'm mining. Isn't it obvious? I am a miner. Up here we have Corundum, and further up still we have gold and a chest. I remember all this. Oh, okay. I don't think it's much of a spoiler if I just say the first 3 episodes were freaking great. Better than Season 1, even. And that's saying a lot, because Season 1 was fantastic. Oh, The Boys is so good. If you haven't watched The Boys, unqualified recommendation. Super good show. Amazon Prime exclusive. Carl Urban in particular is just awesome. Oi. Oi, cunt. Carl Urban's Billy Butcher voice. Alright, so let's venture out here a little bit, because I can raise my armor, fight some things, get some resources. We're very close to town, so we don't have much to lose. We've seen this encounter already. Not gonna bother interacting with it again. I declared that Thistle was worth harvesting, because I could make heavy armor potions. Adore Anthony Starr's facial expressions. Oh, he's so good. He's so good. Everybody in that show is so good, I feel like, you know? Just want to double check on Raya. Yeah, I figured the shout was still hurting her. So now the shout has worn off. I need to restore AV again to the tune of 616.81. Yeah, I'm kind of curious what else he's been in, because we were all familiar with Carl Urban. Familiar-ish. Before The Boys. But, yeah, I had never seen Anthony Starr, and he is fantastic. And maybe it's just the role. Maybe he inhabits it perfectly. Maybe it's both. But yeah, fantastic show. Like I was saying, you kind of got your breakouts with those two. Oh.
Take this and hold on to it. I'll be back for it. No time to...
Hey, you there. Take this. Oh yeah, what did he give me? I guess he didn't. That guy's supposed to give you a random enchanted weapon, but he didn't. He just disappeared.
No time to talk. Snitch or double-cross me and I'll kill you. I mean it.
Oh, there it is. He gave me an orcish shield of shock suppression.
Snitch or double-cross me.
For some reason, I thought it was always a weapon. I guess not. So this is as far out as I wanted to wander. Take that encounter off my list. I keep forgetting I need to level up. I need to take a break and go sleep. Well, I suppose this will be his breakout role then. Well deserved. How's my carry weight? Okay, it's not too bad. I would think that I would have guessed that orcish shield is heavier than it's turning out to be. That's a good thing. Now, how many blue butterflies? 16. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, I know. Homelander's freaking scary. You know what I mean? So, like, what the hell are you supposed to do to this guy? Let me see if Raya's... Okay, Raya's still good now that the shot wore off. Or perhaps I should say Raya's actually good now that the shot wore off. I guess I shouldn't be totally useless. I should still try and help out with magic. Okay, so next I want to go tackle that bandit camp over behind Whiterun, but I think before I do that, it's now incumbent on me to go to a friendly place and offload and level up. This is the first time it's actually kind of been a pain in the ass for me that you can't level up without a bed. Because even though I can make friends with the owners of these farms... Actually, no, I don't need to sneak off. What am I thinking? Once I kill the bandits, I can just sleep in their bedrolls. That'll be good enough to level up. Shit, yeah, I'll just do that. Let's keep this train rolling. Make hay while the sun shines. Don't waste daylight. Whatever other cliches you want to go with about work ethics. Let's eat the apple pie. That should boost me all the way to well-fed. And it did. Alright. I think that's 22 blue butterfly wings. 5 more and I don't need to collect any more of those. Here's the iron vein I was looking for. We'll just nip back here, take care of this camp. I'm gathering tundra cotton so I can make fortify block potions. When it comes time to train block, which is still a ways away. I won't actually be training block or heavy armor for a long time, because I'm not going to take any perks in either of those trees. But eventually I'll need them just for the sake of the experience. Get wrecked! This guy might one-shot me, though. I gotta be careful.
Someone run past us now. Yes. I'm going to track down that
Okay, I did not hit Raya that time. That's important. Oh yeah, there was the other half of that random encounter. Just go ahead and shoot me. I can take it. Come on, numbnuts. There you go. Make sure I didn't tag Raya just then. I did not. Good. March for Death is so overpowered. Look at that. Amulet of Talos. Naraya, I just want to pass you a dwarven arrow.
Do you need... Of course, Thane. How can I be of service? Let's go.
So that's going to make your archery a hell of a lot stronger. Okay, I need to do some triage. I'm at my carry weight maximum. That'll do for now. Oh, come on, get in there. I want you to search those sacks. There we go. And we're not done. There are 3 more bandits to fight. They show up when we interact with that chest. I thought there was a bedroll here, but there's not. But it doesn't matter. We can kill these guys and then just sleep in the city. Because this is the last stop I have before entering the city anyway. Charred skeever hide. No need. Smuggler's note. Akari, you can take those prices and eat them. We found our own source of skooma now. The real stuff. Not that watered-down third-hand trash you've been selling. And don't even think of ratting us out. One word to the guard, and I'll make sure they know what that seer of yours is really up to. Sal, hi! Welcome to the stream. I'm also really glad you could finally catch one live. It's great to have you. Welcome, my friend. Cabbage. Frost Miriam. I think I already have one, but since I don't know what the missing effect is, might as well take more for now in case it's something I do want to hoard. Fortify heavy armor. Perfect. I will take those white caps. No. No. Yes. Yes. No. I don't want that spigot. Put that away. No. No. Because marksman is only tied to weapon-based damage, so... Oh, shoot. The book I need is clipped in. Let's see if a reload fixes it. That's kind of the opposite of fixing it. Now the book has disappeared. There are other copies of Avar Stonesinger, but I'd like for this one to work. But it looks like it's not going to. There we go. Nailed it! So Avar Stonesinger is a pickpocket skill book that hangs out in this little bandit cave behind Whiterun. Sal, my Sunday's going great. Thank you for asking. How's yours? Enjoying some afternoon Skyrim. Things are going smoothly. And I might even be able to do a double feature today with a dinner break. When the cure is worse than the illness. Yeah, no kidding. Actually, that's worth taking and selling. Okay, we are finally tired. But that's fine, because we're also about to sleep. Alright, Death Bell and Canis Root. Definitely take the Canis Root, because I actually want to make... I still actually want to make and use paralysis poisons. As for Death Bell... not useful in poisons, but we need 20 of them for Ing and Blackbriar's quest later on, so I am going to take these and hoard them. Going to have a third ant-sized Pepsi. Alright, so when we mess with that Adept Lock chest, that's going to summon the other 3 bandits. One of them's a mage, so we got to be on our toes here. Raya is focused on the mage. That's perfect. That's exactly what I would have wanted. Perfect. That could have gone so much worse. Made it look easy. Wow, rocked him. Nicely done. Nicely done, girlfriend. She's good. And that's that. So now we can loop around, head into town, offload, sleep, and level up. If you look here, we've circled all the way back.
I've got a lot of respect.
Into the city we go. Time is it? Okay. Stores should still be open for business.
Got something for just about everyone in here. Give a holler.
Welcome
if you
to
have
war.
any questions.
Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
I want all of that. And all of that. And actually all that.
Doing business with you.
If it turns out that I need to hold on to everything I'm carrying, I may need to make a jaunt back to Lakeview to do a real offload. But we'll see.
You know what's wrong with
Got something for just about everybody in here. Everything's... Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
Yep, keeping all that. You can take Avar Stonesinger. You can take those. Wow, yeah, I think I actually...
Come back.
I need to hit Lakeview. So I may as well do that and do my resting there.
What are you looking at?
Then we'll come back here, ready to explore the city, instead of around it.
Hey, you mixed book?
Oh gosh, excuse me. Too much Pepsi. too fast. Survival mode changes absolutely nothing about Nazim, Martin, so the answer is yes. Alright. Take me to Falkreath.
I can take you to... Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. Oh, steady.
Well, since Falkreath always gets attacked, watch, we're gonna get a dragon and vampires at the same time. That'd be something, wouldn't it?
Fancy yourself an alchemist, huh? Never could get the hang of that.
You talking about the carriages? Martin? Yes, that is exactly right. It's just like it kind of takes you back to Morrowind almost. You know, having to use the Silt Striders and guild guides. Let's see about the dragonflies. I just need to see what is and isn't still worth going after. I'm missing effects on blue dartwings, so might as well keep it for now. Good, good, everything's growing. Alright, smithing supplies go in here. Nope, you cannot plant tomatoes. And tomatoes don't actually grow anywhere in the game. They're the only ingredient for vegetable soup that doesn't, which is why I kind of worry about them. And so let me see. I have a whopping 4 leeks, which means I can make 4 new soups, which is what I'm going to do. see, my Amulet of Talos goes here. I'll put my arrows away for now. Well, some of them. Put the iron away. Keep my Orcish and Dwarven. See, Skeever Tail has Fortify Light Armor, which is good. Alright, let me pull up my alchemy list right quick. Well, I guess Restore Stamina was the first effect. On Bear Claws. The other one I'm missing is Fortify Health. Go ahead and do that. Or not, I guess I only had one set. JK. Alright, so I'm hoarding my blue butterfly wings for a particular purpose, so I'll put them in here. Blue Dartwing. Come on. The missing effect is Fortify Pickpocket. I wonder if I have anything else with that effect on me. I don't. So I'll leave one blue Dartwing. The missing effect on Chicken's Egg is water breathing. I don't think I have anything else with that effect right now. Nope. But I only need to hold on to one. On Spade Tail, it's damage, stamina, and fear. I don't have anything with the fear effect right now. So I'll put away one Spade Tail. I guess I'll just eat the other. Death Bell I'm holding on to for Ingen, so I'll put two of those away. Eye of Sabercat. It's Ravage Health, Damage Magicka, and Restore Health. I don't have Ravage Health. I don't have Damage Magicka. I do have Restore Health. That's 2 out of 4 on that one. On Frost Miriam, what I'm missing is Ravage Magicka. So I don't need to hoard these. Do I have anything else with Ravage Magicka? Yes, I do. So that's done. Let's see. Nirnroot is for Ingen. We'll put that in here. The unknown effect on River Betty is Fortify Alteration. pretty certain I don't have that one on board. No. So we'll save one of those. Saber-cat tooth. It's fortify smithing and weakness to poison. Let me see what I have. None of the above. So I'll put 2 in here for later. I also happen to know I need to stockpile them. Salt pile, slaughterfish scales. I know everything, I'm stockpiling them because they're useful in decorating. Put those away. Okay. Rest of the ingredients I can just stash. What else am I carrying? Can put away all but 1 lockpick. Okay. Now, let's rest 8 hours. Get rid of tiredness. Machine gunner! The cabin was great. It was super relaxing. How was your weekend? ZJ, welcome back. There is... Inventory management is unavoidable, I'm afraid. There's just not really a good way around it. But it's good to see you, my friend. Welcome. Alright, so level 31. It's a magicka level, and I'm going to take Alteration Dual Casting out of the Alteration tree. Now I'm going to eat. Better, but still peckish. Satisfied.
It means so
money.
We have a cozy little profit.
Food.
Here, this is fresh. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
Got anything I need? I doubt it, but we'll look. Excellent.
Goodbye, my love.
I can sell her a little bit out of this pile, and I'm going to.
Hello. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
That'll do.
Goodbye, my love.
That should be everything. Let me check my active effects. Warm, lover's comfort, satisfied. Very good. Alright. Head back to Whiterun now. I did take Camilla. Because, mostly because I was in a hurry to get married, because I wanted a merchant at home base. And because I had already taken Faendal as a steward. For the exact same reason, he was already available and I wanted a steward ASAP, so that I could get the good carriage ASAP. I also thought it was pretty hilarious to shoot Faendal into the stratosphere of the friend zone by making him my steward and imagining him having to change the sheets on mine and Camilla's marital bed, among other things.
Where do you want to go?
So the great thing about the Hearthfire carriage drivers is they can take you to every single settlement in the province, not just to the hold capitals. And they also do it for free. So he can take me absolutely anywhere. Of course, this time I actually just want to go to Whiterun.
Climbing back and we'll be off. Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whiterun from old Rorik's.
I say probably hungry again. We'll eat the home-cooked meal because it weighs the most. 3:27 p.m. Okay, that's not too bad. The air is chilly. Well, that might have something to do with the rain. I mean, I'm not an expert, but it might. Very good. All right. Now for actually exploring Whiterun. Well, clear skies can stop a thunderstorm.
Dragons?
So it definitely will at least have that. All right, so here we go.
Disrespect the law and you disrespect me.
That last little experience has me reassessing what I'm going to do with alchemy. I'm going to keep grabbing all ingredients for now. Maybe not go out of my way to do it, but everything I run across.
Now I remember. You're the new member of the companion.
Now let's check the barracks.
Don't think you can barter with me like I'm one of those damned shopkeepers.
An amulet of RK. And pickpocket hits 20.
Trouble?
Oh, yeah, these guys are a little bit tough to steal from. So I'm just gonna do... I'm gonna stop at whatever is relatively easy. At least at this stage in my journey of not very stealthy. Ah, no I'm not. Who am I kidding? Who am I kidding?
I used to be an adventurer.
They might have tomatoes, for God's sake. They've got snowberries. Mainly, I want whatever's in the chest. There we go. Alright. Let's talk to Adrian. Actually talk to her. Do you work the forge all day?
It's a sword. Listen. Could
I'll
you
do it.
Thanks.
What can you tell me about Whiterun?
The city's... But you're probably more interested in Gilvaska.
Okay, so we got a miscellaneous quest to deliver a sword to prevent a Savinichi. That would be her father. Let's explore inside War... Actually, no, let's not just yet. Let's go ahead and sprint up to Dragon's Reach and deliver that sword. Because doing that makes me friends with them.
Have you met my father?
I do want the key to War Maidens.
Steward up at Dragon's Root.
I spend a lot of time at the market stall, so I can learn the merchants.
Yeah, if you can become friends with somebody as quickly and easily as running up to the castle like this, we should just do it. Because then we don't have to worry about sneaking around when we're inside the shop. And most of the stuff that we would be interested in will be free to take anyway.
Old friend, patron of the great clan. I'm as much a Nord as the next man, but I'm no fool. I don't live in the past.
I serve.
I have a sword for you from your daughter.
From Adrian. Ah, thank you. Please take these few coins for services rendered.
So that completes a little miscellaneous quest that is tagged in the creation kit as Great Sword for a Great Man. 20 gold isn't much of a reward, but making friends with Ulfberth and Adrian definitely is. So now we should be able to move around more maidens more or less freely.
Stormcloaks, Imperials, dragons.
Heimskr. Y'all motherfuckers need Talos, okay? You have come. You have come to hear the word of Talos. Alright, so now we can duck in here and say hey to Ulfberth. And now we're friends. So we can move freely around and little stuff's free to take. Ulfberth's house doesn't actually exist, so that's not a worthwhile pickpocket.
Steel for fighting men.
Yes, my Thane. Do you need something?
Let's head upstairs. See what we have here. We've read Killing Before You're Killed already. We can and will break into the lockbox, strongbox. Why can't you befriend Heimskr? I know, it's a shame. But as Garrett himself once said, fanatics make unreliable friends. Alright, that's it for War Maidens. That's pretty straightforward. We'll check out the Drunken Huntsman next. Exterior first, as always. Not really seeing much there, so let's pop inside. Tried pickpocketing Elrendir. Nothing I really need. Same thing over here. We can read the Black Arrow V2, which is an archery skill book. First one we found, I think. Yes, it is. Doom doom doo. Do 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 do. I have the Skyrim soundtrack saved onto my phone. So I hear these songs all the time out on my walks and runs and whatnot. we'll look through here. I don't anticipate there being much that I really need to steal. I want that long fin. Well, really, I want all the alchemy ingredients. Now, the neat thing about the long fin, at least, is I can get that first effect just by eating it. It turns out to be weakness to frost. Ah well. Mistakes were made, but lessons were learned. Anything else where I'm just missing the first effect? So then I can learn it just by eating it. No. Okay, that's fine. Not hard up enough. Well, I was about to say I'm not hard up enough to steal the cooked food, but then I remembered I can just carry it away pretty easily. And when it's only these discrete little items that are actually useful, it's not nearly the endeavor it would have been, like stealing everything in the original playthrough was.
And shadow. I know nothing of. I am an. After all, where is the value in creating art?
So Janass is a hireable mercenary. She's not a bad follower, but Raya is most definitely, well, I mean, Raya is my favorite. I think she's the best. So it goes without saying that Raya is better.
There's no you left alive.
It's Nazim! See if he has anything I actually need to steal. He doesn't. I'll pickpocket his gold. Well, and I suppose I'll pickpocket his gemstones too.
Oh no.
Just to teach him a lesson. But I already have a key to Chillfurrow Farmhouse, and Winter Sand Manor doesn't actually exist. So I'm going to ignore those. Okay, Rising Threat Volume 3 and A Dream of Sovngarde are both new unread books. Just kidding on Dream of Sovngarde, I have read that before. But Rising Threat Volume 3 is new. So we'll flip through this and take it off the list. Tomatoes! Now, I'm actually going to take the torch out of here, too. Keep it as a sort of emergency source of warmth. Oh, hi, Elrendir. Okay, I'll bait him back outside. Search upstairs right quick. I don't anticipate anything of real value in here. Oh, a little gold. But I can lure him upstairs, which will allow me, if Raya will get out of the way. Oh,
yes, my Thane. Do you need something?
Come on. Step away from the door. Thank you. Oh, man. Okay. So what I wanted to do in here was I want to take those gloves. I want to break into the strong box. But I only brought one lockpick with me. Because, unfortunately, lockpicks have weight. As I often say, you only need one. That was a worthy strongbox.
Do you get to the Cloud District very often? Oh,
what am I saying? Of course you don't. Clemenza Cooks? Is that a show? Or is it a reference that I should understand and am missing? Okay. The other quote-unquote resident of the Drunken Huntsman that I should talk to before I consider it complete is Alam. If she's not there and not wandering around, she is probably in the Temple of Kinnereth, so I'll check for her there. Oh, the Godfather. Yeah, you're right.
For my husband Nazim.
I should have got that reference.
Check the Jarl's backside. That's usually where he stuffs himself these days.
What's funny is they all say that, but Nazim never messes with the Jarl.
Never.
Give me that gold.
Never.
Oh, there. She's stopping. Good. Okay. That will do for that. Let me see what I want to do next.
Just one. Oh, thank you. Divines. It's essentially. I wound up here, but really? Do you have a place I? Oh well.
Yeah, that's right. I still need to build the child's bedroom.
Or a dragon fly right over the city, headed northeast towards Sheer, like Lucy.
I still haven't built the children's bedroom, so I can't adopt yet. Alright, we're tired. So we'll go ahead and rest. At our sort of adoptive home base.
This is an ode to Skyrim's staunch protectors, the Imperials.
We drink to
Oops.
our youth, today's coming, gone for the 8.
Yeah, no, let's sleep until morning. I don't like... Even in the base game, I was always a little skittish about walking around at night because of vampires. But now nighttime also adds being extra, extra cold.
Age of aggression is just about done.
You know it, Martin. Okay. Well rested but peckish. That's no problem. Still peckish. Let's eat the apple pie since it's heavier. We're now satisfied. The Warren Buffett diet? What's that?
What? What are you looking at?
Lots of Diet Coke and nothing else. Okay. Eight Diet Cokes and steak. That's awesome. I don't eat a lot of McDonald's. I'm not anti-McDonald's, like so many people are. I find it unobjectionable, if not that delicious. Alright. We'll hit Severio Pelagius' house. We're friends with him after
Sometimes I miss the soldier's life.
gathering weed outside, so we're not trespassing. Not that there's anything too terrific in here, but... I did say that even on survival mode, I would eventually make my way around to completionist style exploring, and that was the truth. Alright, we have read Biography of Baron Zaya Volume 3, but Darkest Darkness is new. So we will flip through that and take it off the list. McDonald's in the morning. Oh, I do like their breakfast. I gotta backpedal a little. I love an Egg McMuffin. Horker Attacks and The Cabin in the Woods are both new. No apples? You're fed up with apples. Oh. We've eaten a lot of apples already in this playthrough. I'll tell you what. Yeah, I love Taco Bell. I like Taco Bell, I like Wendy's, I like Sonic. I'm not much for Burger King or McDonald's. Alright, there's Horker attacks.
Hey, watch it.
Alright, that's it for Severio's house. Not much to it, but now we have explored it. Because there's Bree's home. I'm not going to buy it just yet. I will eventually. Let's check out Olava the Feeble's house. Let's keep checking guards, just in case they have divine amulets.
Damn dragons can swoop down at any time.
Olava is probably... She's either in the house or at the Bannered Mare. Or walking from the Bannered Mare to the house.
Maybe some other
I just want the key.
time I'll reveal it. Come to Olava for a reading.
No, we don't have In-N-Out in Colorado. One of my priorities every time I go out west is to hit In-N-Out. It's funny. Kind of every time I go to California, it's sort of evolved into a tradition that on the last day on the way to the airport is when I go to In-N-Out. But the In-N-Out visit is important anytime I'm further west. Alright, I do want Tundra Cotton. I want the salt piles. Their pelts are good. That's it for Olavas.
Oh, I tell the future all right.
What do I get at Double Double? Well, you kind of gave away the ending there. There's really only one thing that's worth getting it In-N-Out, isn't there? Double Double animal style extra onions. That's what I get. Okay, let's go ahead and do Isolde's little quest right quick. It's extremely easy after all.
I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier.
We'll pickpocket her key. As expected, she doesn't have anything else worthwhile.
Once I've made enough money, before I met one of the caravan leaders. You do that? If you find... Yeah, it's got to be. Worst thing is... reputation. A few bad apples spoil about the same. Way I hear it, elsewhere ain't nothing like Skyrim.
Okay, so she wants a mammoth tusk. How easy is that? Well, let me show you.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
Oh, look! It's a mammoth tusk.
What do you need, handsome?
I love it when quests are that easy. Colorado, we've got Del Taco, we've got Chick-fil-A. I'm a huge fan of Chick-fil-A. Sorry. I know there's like social justice issues there, but holy fuck, their chicken is amazing, and so are their milkshakes. Here you go, have a mammoth tusk.
I spend a lot of time... Thank you. As promised, let me show you a thing or two about bargaining.
Alright, so doing that, it gets us a free point in speech. No, I've never heard of Dirty Burger. That sounds interesting. We've got Freddy's Steak Burgers, which I think are pretty delicious. I definitely enjoy those. Okay. So we got the free speech boost. We're doing Isolde's little quest. We can take it off the quest list as well.
Don't want some shifty merchant giving you a raw trade.
Los Pollos Hermanos. You know, it's interesting you bring that up, Martin. They do. You can get good deep dish in Colorado. You have to go to the 16th Street Mall in Denver, where Giordano's, the deep dish franchise that I loved in Chicago, opened a branch last year. The first one they ever opened outside of Chicago. They opened in downtown Denver last year. But now we're friends with Isolde, so we don't have to sneak around her house, and not that there's much worthwhile in there, but what is there is free to take. Alright, there we go. Alright. So now we have the actual marketplace.
If you need potions, you should try Arcadia's cold.
Let me hit the exteriors first. Bellathor's, Arcadia's, the Bannered Mare.
Bits and baubles for sale. All crafted by the best blacksmith in Skyrim.
Actually, we should go ahead and hit the guard barracks right quick, because it's just a side area, but there are a few things we can check out.
Hey, you mix potions. Hey, can you brew me an ale?
Put that down.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna steal your apple pie. I ain't sorry. Okay, that goes to the Dragon's Reach dungeon. No need for that, but... Amulet of Stendar. I need that. And now, up front, I want that coin purse. I'll unlock it for the experience. I don't really need the iron battle axe. Alright, so nearly done here. Alduin Akatosh Dichotomy is a new book. Oh, yeah, Chick-fil-A just got in trouble a while ago because the CEO, not even the company, I don't think. I think just the CEO was donating to anti-gay marriage campaigns. And from the way I parsed it out, he was donating personally. The company itself wasn't involved, but people still got all up in arms about it. Which, even I think that's kind of horseshit, right? Frankly, I'm all for gay marriage, and I think people who are opposed to it are bigots. And it would be different for me if the company were somehow involved, but the guy in charge doing shit in his personal capacity doesn't really change how I feel about the company. You know? Maybe that's... You can accuse me of over-parsing because I want to eat the chicken, and maybe you'd be right,
the law
but...
and you disrespect me.
Whatever. Okay, and I am going to steal leeks just because I've been finding those exceedingly rare. I picked up something I don't want. That bowl. Alright. Barracks is cleared out of everything I consider useful. Okay. Now let's look around the actual market square. Got a few people to talk to. / visit. John Battleborn. The only thing I need from him is his letter from Ulfina. And that's just for the sake of reading it. John, I know it's hard, but please, try and be patient. We must keep to ourselves for now. You know that both of our families would react so very badly if they knew, if they even suspected. There will be a time when we don't need to hide, I promise you that. Someday they will understand. Oh. Hey, Trevi! It's great to see you, my friend. No worries on being busy, I appreciate the hello. It's always good to see you. I'm glad you're enjoying the playthrough. Alright, so... let's take the letter from Ulfina off of my books and notes list. We'll go ahead and talk to John. Just really quickly. Not actually going to listen to him. But I still feel like I should talk to people.
Well met, traveler.
I'm here to help in any way I can.
Best head up to Dragons. But oh, they're saying dragons. Ain't sure if by you'll want, but mind the bard. Man give, we know, but Mikael, he sings only for gold and the affections of wenches. Dishonors her.
Heard about you and your honeyed words.
I work with my mother.
Mila Valentia.
It's fun most days.
Come by Bellathor's shop tomorrow.
Goodbye, sir.
Sigurd doesn't have anything worthwhile. Neither does this guard.
Did you know there's some foods
Alright.
that actually grow better in...
Peckish again. Let's eat. Satisfied. Carlotta? Well, the only thing I need to pickpocket is the key to your house.
Life's hard enough with all you've got. Right now. All
Someone giving you trouble?
That bard. I heard him boasting at the.
What if I talk to Mikael?
If you want to try, go right ahead.
Talk to Mikael about Carlotta.
Think anything will get through that thick skull of his?
This is another really easy way to make a fast friend. And then I think we'll be able to freely raid her stall. So we'll pop into the Bannered Mare and chat with Mikael right quick.
Let me know if you...
Does survival change anything about them? Not in terms of their interactions with you as the player. Interestingly, you are far more resistant to exposure as a vampire. Only when you're transformed. Like, but when you're and that's true of werewolves too. When you're transformed into your vampire lord or werewolf form, as long as you're transformed, you're immune to the effects of exposure. You don't freeze to death.
Anything, or take a seat by the fire, and I'll send someone over.
See if he's got anything I want. I'll take his gold. Why not?
Get away from
If
me.
it's a lady you're looking for,
You need to leave
best look
Carlotta
elsewhere.
Valentia alone.
Carlotta put you up to this, didn't she?
She's not
I'm
yours.
sorry.
Stop this nonsense.
Maybe you're on my honor. I won't bother Carlotta ever again.
Tell Carlotta that Mikhail is taken care of. Ah, you mean the win button. Yes, yes I do. That's exactly what it is.
You'd be surprised how much
Mikhail won't be bothering you anymore.
Really? I'd thank the gods, but I'll settle for thanking you. Here's some coin for your help.
Alright, so we got 600 gold and we made a friend. Let's chat with Brenowin. Here, have a gold piece.
Oh, thank you.
Are you always drunk?
Only if... Damn if I... Hey, in the Bannered Mare...
I'll bring you that ale,
there's
old
this
man.
Argonian ale. I can almost taste it.
Okay, cool. So we got hungry again. I'll eat those baked potatoes. Now we can raid Carlotta's stall, because we're friends with her. I'm actually just going to go ahead and take all this stuff.
Staying safe, I hope.
I need trinkets for your good lady.
Finest cut. Oh yes, that's why my he tends the store, and I've got this stall.
I want the key to House Greymane, and then I'll go ahead and talk to her to kick off missing in action.
All I can think of those battles.
How do you know they're lying?
It's not wise to discuss it here. Please, if you truly wish to help, meet me at my home. I'll tell you the whole story.
Started. Missing in action. Meet Fralia in her home. Fralia Greymane in Whiterun is convinced that her missing son Thorald is still alive and being held captive. She's asked me to visit her at her home to speak privately about the matter. What are the downsides of being a vampire in Skyrim besides not strolling around in daylight? The big one is you have to feed every 24 hours or else your appearance deteriorates to the point where most people won't interact with you anymore and some will be outright hostile. You're also, even if you're not in the sun, you are weak to fire. Like, pretty badly weak to fire. I think those are the only major ones, though. Okay, so that's done. That was pretty straightforward. Okay, next, let's go ahead and actually explore Bellathor's and Carlotta's shops.
Let me know if you see anything you like.
Yeah, that's still true in this game, Alex. At least if you let it progress all the way, it's much like Oblivion, and that a lot of your powers get much stronger, but no one will talk to you. Being a werewolf, the only big downside to being a werewolf is you can't get rested bonuses anymore. Period. Full stop. I don't know why these are free to take, but I'm glad they are. The only way to actually become friends with Bellathor is to invest in his shop, so we're not going to be doing a lot of clean looting here. We're hungry again. I do want the key to his shop to somehow get behind him. Alright, so let's go and do his dialogue.
Everything's
since we haven't yet.
All that matters, isn't it? Not to mention, but without a doubt, take a look.
Can't remember if I have anything if I brought along anything to sell or not. I don't think I actually did. Nope.
Do come back.
Alright, I want the cave bear pelt.
I'd even buy one of your relatives if you're looking to sell. Yeah, that's a little joke.
That Horker Tusk, for whatever reason, is free to take. Just, like, some of his stuff is randomly free to take, and I don't really understand it. Because we're not friends in the way the game codes relationships.
I'm sure wealthy too.
Alright, Biography of the Wolf Queen. It's a speech skill book. So we'll take it off the list and flip through it. You can prevent the appearance deterioration. You have to feed. That's the way to do it. So when you're vampires in both Oblivion and Skyrim, when you're well fed, your powers are at their weakest, but you blend in perfectly. That's the trade-off. I have my free skill boost list as well. The Biography of the Wolf Queen. Yeah, I typically, I like to max out all the perk trees, just because I'm a completionist like that and I want the achievements. But after I do that, I usually do the quest to cure myself as well. I don't continue life as one or the other. Let's see, and we've read everything but Biography of Baron Zaya V2. So take that off the book list and flip through it, and we're good on his shelves. So we did already read Nightingale's Fact or Fiction. Am I going to mod Oblivion? Yeah, I will put a few mods on Oblivion, because I don't have to worry about achievements. Nothing that really changes gameplay, but I'll do some graphics updates and something to fix the UI.
What do you think you're doing?
Oh, settle down.
Please do look around. I'm sure I have something you'll want.
Okay, he does have salt piles. Fortunately, I can crouch in his line of sight, which basically keeps him settled down. Oh, I can't actually cook here.
You just let me know what you need.
But I can here. Good, because I've got a bunch of ingredients. I might as well go ahead and turn them into vegetable soups.
Everything's for sale, my friend. You need visit.
My gosh! It must be true. I've heard it twice now. If I go spend money at bigfollows.com, I can become famous, you guys. Holy shit. Who knew it was that easy? Steal from his strongbox. Steal his salmon steak. Drop whatever nonsense I just picked up. I'll eat an apple pie. That boosts me all the way to well fed. Excellent. Alright, so in here, just a little gold. Just a little more gold. And we're done with Bellathor's. Do the same thing in Arcadius. Oh, Sal, I was just making fun of the bot. Yeah, Lone Wonder, if you're talking about Oblivion still, Conjuration is going to be a major part of getting through that game, because summons are not affected by the difficulty changes.
Just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions.
Okay. So, don't think I've already read an Explorer's Guide to Skyrim. I know I've read of Fury and Holgear. Yeah, okay. So I can take these minor potions and sell them right back to her, which is kind of funny.
I offer remedies for ailments both common and rare. Do let me know if I can be of service.
Oh yeah, I've already looted most of her stuff. We're already friends, after all. I do want the key, just in case I need to get in here.
Think you can...
Like the Save Walter White website.
Think you can...
There we go. Much better.
What do you need, my friend?
We've already read The Herbalist's Guide to Skyrim, and it would be stealing. It's too valuable. Wabbajack! We've already read all these. And those. Okay. Well. Let's see about this door. Damn.
Rather pale. Pardon me, but you already know all that
Yeah, I do.
Within the... If I had a septum for... Why? The Stormcloaks can rot in oblivion for all I care. I've lived in this city for 20 years. 20! I sell cures for all ills, and I'll be happy to serve you.
Yeah, I pretty much agreed. Stormcloaks can fuck off. An expert locked strongbox. Let's see what's in here. Gold! Anything else in here? I don't think so. Yeah, I thought we had already swept this place pretty clean. All right. Now, I'm going to skip the fist fight with Uthgerd for now. Well, I don't know, maybe I won't. I gotta think about it. Because doing it without any, like, Fortify Unarmed enchants or gear is an enormous pain in the ass, and she's the hardest fist fight you have to do because of the steel plate armor she comes packing. But it would be nice to be friends with her. I gotta think about it.
You need, how about
Let's check out the rest of the
wood for the fires?
So I think we've already pretty much cleared out the Bannered Mare as well. Oh, hey, Sadia. You got anything? No. Neither does
Fine day
Holda.
to you, friend. May you die with a sword in your hands.
All right, then.
I enjoy this work well enough.
Heard
but
any
I'm
rumors
ready to-
lately?
I assume it's part of the Temple of Kinnereth.
Give me the latest
People-
gossip.
The companions?
Heard any
In
rumors
Europe?
lately?
Been hearing some... Best to keep clear.
Ask about
Need any-
Balgroof's strange children. Okay, so there's a couple little pointers. Talk to Danica about the Gildergreen being destroyed, and ask about Balgroof's strange
Else,
children.
just let me...
We will go ahead and fistfight Uthgerd after we finish checking the rest of the place out. It'll be a bit of a pain in the ass, but it'll be worth getting done. Do everything else first. We'll have to kite her a lot and camp out on the bed. We can't really take hits, because we can't use magic. And we don't have health regeneration. Actually, I forgot I don't have health regeneration on survival mode. And I can't use healing magic.
The security in Whiterun is terrible. Shameful is what it is.
See, Sidmere doesn't have anything. Doesn't have anything to say.
If it's a lady you're looking for, there's a whole... I studied there myself. I'm a bard. Trained at the Bard's College in...
Investigate the Bard's College.
Wanderers like you should think about applying. Some parting advice?
There's the Argonian ale we need for Brenowyn. Really, Sadia? Was that necessary? I could go the tons of food route. I could also just try to be careful. We'll see. First, I'm just going to finish looting the place.
Hi there.
For anything I haven't already found. Oh, don't do that. Come on now. There we go. You know what else I could do, actually? And it would be pretty easy. Yeah, I have an idea. Best of both worlds. Hey, chalkboard! Stream's going great. We're just poking around Whiterun, doing little quests here and there. Exploring everything in detail. I'm about to get into the hardest fist fight in the game, which is really tough on Legendary. Made more so by the fact that on survival mode, I don't restore health.
My favorite
Here's that
drinking
special ale you
Listen,
wanted.
Well, would you look at that? Argonian ale. My thanks, friend. Here, take this.
But I have an idea about how to
Got
fix
something
that
for
problem.
Just about everybody in here. Everything. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Not fully, but we can adjust the odds, as it were. Hoping he has a Grand Soul Gem. He does.
Do come back.
I need an unenchanted ring. A silver ring is perfect. I have disenchanted the Gloves of the Pugilist. So what I'm going to do is make myself a ring. Quickly make myself a ring with a beefy Fortify Unarmed enchantment on it. I'll win the fist fight that way.
What's the matter? You can't stand the sight of a strong Nord woman?
There's a rift here in Skyrim. Can't neither magic nor the passing of time.
Actually,
Let me know if you see anything you like.
okay, let me take it up even another notch if I can. I just want to make a couple of the most valuable potions I can for cash. Because, you know, you can't do a,
I sell cures for all ills, and I'll be happy to serve you.
That'll have to do. That's fine. Unless, it's possible that Farengar... Enchanting is already maxed, yes. I don't have all the perks yet, but it's maxed. Stupid phone. Sorry. Just give me a second. There. So, I mean, this is not going to be the best possible ring of Fortify Unarmed, but it'll be enough to really make a difference in the fight, which is all I care about. Hey, Karis, what's up? Oh, don't worry, Karis. I already told people I'm planning on doing a doubleheader today. Did a daytime stream since I got back this afternoon. Gonna take a break to have dinner and watch a movie, and then I'll be back tonight. Now, what would be really great is if Farengar had another Grand Soul
Some
gem,
dragons reach spells and incantations for those with the talent to guess them.
which he does. Because
You know,
then,
if you've got the aptitude, you should join the Mages College in winter.
if I can find one more ordinary unenchanted ring on
is it?
somebody,
Dragons?
like this
What is
silver
it?
garnet ring Balgruuf is
Watch over your
carrying.
battles, friend.
Then I can stack up 2 effects. Like so. I'm not sure yet. Just planning to watch a movie with the folks. Alright. Fortify unarmed. Hit up 2 of those. Not really anything significant. Oh, that was a waste. Oh, yeah, that's right. For some reason, I decided I was playing Diablo, but you can only do 1 ring. Oh, that was dumb. We explored all the farms. We killed some things, leveled up a couple of times, but we haven't done any major advances. Yeah, I thought you could. I decided I was playing Diablo and I could do 2 rings and an amulet. But I'm not gonna replace my carry weight necklace. So yeah, we'll just do the 1 ring. But now our fists are much more potent. This fight is still gonna be hard, but now I'm much more comfortable tackling it with the 10 bonus damage on each strike. This movie is definitely a mood, but I'm kind of in the mood for it. My suggestion, my vote, as it were, is going to be for Up in the Air with George Clooney and Anna Kendrick. If you guys have seen that movie, came out in 2009, I think.
You know, I saw something near Shimmer Mist Cave.
I feel like watching that, or perhaps Thank You for Smoking with Aaron Eckhart. All right, Uthgerd, get over here. Well, I don't know if this will end up being it, but my vote is for Up in the Air with George Clooney and Anna Kendrick. Okay, I want the key to her house.
Want to hear a little Nord with? You don't really think you can go the heat, that, and you've been too hot-headed, they cry. They wanted... I guess they thought a woman wasn't strong enough.
Think you can take
Why
me
not?
on?
100 gold says I knock your hide.
You're on.
Just fists. No weapons, no magic, no crying. Let's go. Come on.
All right, I'm gonna grab a Pepsi for this. I love Thank You for Smoking. Absolutely love that movie.
Someone there?
Keep those hands up! Someone do something!
This is a ode to Skyrim's staunch protectors.
Die, damn you!
Yeah, so see, this is with the bonus damage.
See you put up a fight.
This would have taken an eternity without it. Now, when I get her close to the end, I'm gonna go ahead and let her punch me out a bit, just so I can get those light armor ranks.
This is a local favorite and one of the first songs I ever heard. Ragnar the Red.
That
This
your
is
best?
a local favorite and one of the first songs I ever heard. Ragnar the Red.
God, no.
This is a
You think
local
I'm afraid of you? That's all you got? Damn you. That's your best, huh? Come on, tell me what you got.
What I really need is for all of you people to get the hell out of the way.
This is a local favorite. One of the first songs.
Alright. Well, that's the last hit I can take.
It's nothing.
Yep, she cornered me.
No.
It would have been fine if it hadn't let her back me into a corner. Oh, good lord. Okay.
This is a local favorite and one of the first songs I ever learned.
Come on, tell me what you got.
This
Got her.
is an ode to Skyrim's staunch protectors.
Now that's what I call a punch. If you ever need another blade at your
Alright, excellent. The Huns were defeated. Okay. Now I'm gonna go ahead and sell that ring. Oh, hey Tom. No worries. Enjoy your own Skyrim, but thanks for stopping in to say hello. That was just a stopgap, so I'm gonna go ahead and sell that ring I made. Right back to Bellathor. Although he might not buy it since I stole it to begin with.
I work for
everything. Take a look.
That's what I just realized. He probably won't buy it because it still has a stolen tag. Okay. Well, we'll carry it at least until I wind up in Riften. And I'll have it just in case. Okay. So that's done, which is good. So that's pretty good timing too, because they're because I need to rest and it's getting to be evening anyway. Beat the shit out of her.
Just stoke the fire.
Yes, apparently it is still considered stolen even after I enchant it.
Shameful.
Which is annoying. Okay, 8 hours is going to be the middle of the night. 1 a.m. to be specific. So let's sleep for 15. That'll be the following morning.
What it is.
Yeah, so you can imagine what a pain in the ass that fight would have been if I hadn't bothered making that ring. Apple pie is enough to satisfy.
I work for Bellathor.
What's the matter? You can't stand the sight of a strong Nord woman?
Get away!
I miss the days when the Greymanes and Battleborns got along. Ever since the war started, we've been at each other's throats.
You know what's wrong with
I'd be
Skyrim
dead
these
if not for...
days?
Oh, I'm not a companion myself. And we've done as much... But remember, Whiterun is home to the companion.
My favorite
Any
drinking.
dragon that comes
Let's
here.
get some.
More than his bargain.
Old friend. Just one. It's not my fault. And yet, they want to heap. It's true, but it's one thing to take pride in metal, but fuck. We've got a... Now, if that don't answer... Oh, we've got the same pride, same honor.
Farewell,
We
sir.
got well. So, when do they envy? When the Empire surrendered to... All married to me. We were too. When the Troubles began, oh, well, we respect the old one. My advice, don't overthink. Well, when you... Only then, Ulf now is in the Emperor's pocket like the rest of them. No
See if-
regard for honor.
I'm just noticing that all of a sudden, like, everyone in town is, like, congregated
A lot
here.
of Why? Skyforge steel is my art and honor. The companions need the best, so they come.
Okay. Anyway. I do prefer my single favorite soda is cherry Pepsi Zero Sugar, followed by Pepsi Zero Sugar, followed by Coke Zero, followed by Diet Coke, followed by Diet Pepsi. Alright, so we got the Gilder Green here. Here's Danica. We can go ahead and,
Keep your hands to
we can
yourself.
go ahead and kick off the Blessings of Nature.
It's so when the wounded soldiers as more of the I wish only an end to the indeed. The goddess after all, it is she, the Gilder Green, yes. To the east, our even its name is an I think, but even if you could get to the if you want, you'll have to it's called Nettlebane. Your spirit it's held in a Hagraven nest called Orphan Rock.
Achievement unlocked. Hero of the People. Retrieve Nettlebane. So you get that one for completing 50 miscellaneous objectives. The achievement Hero of the People. The Blessings of Nature. I've agreed to help Danica Purespring repair the Gildergreen, the large tree outside the Temple of Kinnereth in Whiterun. Retrieve Nettlebane. Hey, Dovahkiin lady. Welcome back. The Headless Horseman's a fun one. Doesn't really accomplish anything, but it's a neat little Easter egg. Martin, I drink Fresca because it's caffeine-free. And sometimes you don't want caffeine.
Will of the Dalmor against
Heimskr!
its own people.
Let's get the key to his house.
Rise up. Kick on. For we are the children of and we
You have come. Hello, my immortal. If you want to know more, become. Oh, well, let me tell you. Let them come.
terrible and powerful towers. We are unworthy.
I ain't done nothing.
Alright, so we can loot Heimskr's house. For what it's worth. Spoiler alert, not much. Well, he does have some leeks. And tomatoes. He's got the good food. And that's it. Yeah, really not much to Heimskr's house. Next we'll tackle House Greymane and the Temple of Kinnereth. Hit the exteriors first. And we'll do this little center island too, because why not?
Be glad you're here in the city and not out in Riverwood.
Now, we're not friends with the Greymanes yet, so we got to be careful what we try and take from their house.
Welcome to our home.
Mother, what's the meaning of this? Who have you brought into our home?
Nothing I need from him.
Avrostine, put that down. He's here to help us find Thorald.
How do we know he's not spying for the Battleborn? This was foolish. We can't trust anyone. Who knows what they'll do if they find me here.
I can't take any more of this. No weapons, please. Let's just talk.
All right, Mother. So, you're here to help? I know that...
What can
Look,
I do for
there's
you,
got...
friend?
I don't dare leave the house myself. Anything that confirm they'd be high, but you might be able to butt the bat. Their connections. They knew Thorald. Locked him up someplace to get back at my family. I'm
If
sure
only...
of it.
It's hardly as Thorald did worse. He's my... my husband. You should ask... Well, that... Don't even... They... Greymane. Now that's a name fills you with pride. We've got roots in Whiterun. We've got history.
Oh, cabbage. On the off chance I find some cabbage, I'll make sure to grab it. One salmon steak gets me well fed. That's nice. I want those tomatoes. There's definitely stuff in here I need. Mystery of Talara V1 is new. Flip through that and take it off my book list. I have seen that before. He, yeah, and the horseman never stops for anything. He just runs all the way to... he rides from Rorikstead to Hamvir's Rest, and then just disappears. And he's not exactly a random encounter. I think he does it every night. You just have to run into him at the right time. That's correct, Martin, and it's going to be the same way here. It's going to be a long time before I go fight the Thalmor at Northwatch Keep to end this quest. That's a good question. I don't think so, Martin. I do not believe so. To my knowledge, Tiff isn't that big of an Elder Scrolls fan, but I could be wrong. You know, for all that talk about how the Battleborn have money and the Greymanes don't, the Greymanes have a pretty rich house themselves. Just putting that out there. Like, these people do not seem impoverished. I'll put it that way. As homes in Skyrim go, this one is... What the fuck? I was hidden when I took that. Come on now. Can't start hitting me with phantom detections. That ain't cool. Well, at least it didn't do it that time. Alright, what about here? Rising Threat Volume 2 and Walking the World Volume 11. I think those are both new. They are. That's the fourth and final Rising Threat book. And despite Walking the World being listed as Volume 11, it's actually the only one. The rich are never content to have a richer neighbor. Sweet rolls aren't really valuable food. I think they restore 18 points of hunger, so they're not that great. Hey, Jake. Welcome back. Great to see you as always. Yeah, so that's that little guide to Solitude. It's kind of cool. Now, what would be great is if I could actually transport this whole garlic bowl without without spilling it. Or I could just luck into that somehow working out. Alright.
Do you have news? Did you find something?
Settle down. Not yet. Appelstein. Just looting your house. I need you to finish making your trip into the other room. Oops. You know how you sometimes just move your hand one key to the left or right by accident without noticing? And then you're pressing the buttons and shit you didn't mean to have happen starts happening. You look down, it's like, oh, I was mashing Q instead of W. That explains it. Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll. A Minor Maze is actually a new book. I have to admit, as somebody who had actually played Arena and Daggerfall and Morrowind, but really Arena is the only one where it featured. Having played Arena when I was just walking around, I was actually, my very first playthrough, I was using the clairvoyance spell to navigate around, and so it was taking me on the roads, which is like the longest way possible to go anywhere. But it took me through Labyrinthian on my way to Ustengrav after visiting the Greybeards. I had such a freaking like, oh my god moment when I realized like we were actually going to go back to Labyrinthian in this game. It was awesome. So A Minor Maze is new. Can take it off the list. That is true. They are both peasants compared to me. I have 30,000 gold in my pocket right now. Little do they know. I've read those. Very good. I've read those as well. Outstanding. Alright, that's it for this house. Let's go hit the Temple of Kinnereth right quick. I have about half an hour left till my dinner break, just for the curious. I'll be off for 2 or 3 hours and then I'll be back on. from after my movie until I get sleepy, whenever that is. I slept really, really well at the cabin. I feel very well rested, so we might go long into that good night tonight. We'll see. So Acolyte Jensen is the only one we haven't looked at yet. He doesn't have anything I need. And he has no useful dialogue of any sort. Strongbox is empty. No point in that. Oh.
Thank you. The pain is already easy.
I just want some lavender, dude. Why is that so offensive?
Fever. My body burns.
Pain is so great.
Awesome.
Thank you. The pain is already easing.
All right, Songs of Pelennor. These are interesting books. Not that I'm going to read them out loud or anything, but we haven't found any yet. These are our first two. We've got volumes 2 and 4 on the desk here. Yes, there is electricity and running water at the cabin. It is not particularly rustic. But it is off the grid in terms of cell service and internet service. So you get up there, you're disconnected, which is really nice. We just sat in front of the fire and chatted for a few hours last night. It was wonderfully relaxing. And it was a real fire, you know, big, burning logs in a fireplace kind of fire. None of this gas/electric nonsense.
So sick. Can hardly stand.
See, Ancestors in the Dunmer. We have not read yet. Oh, no. We have over 100 acres of property. And it's fenced in. So, yeah, no, we don't have to deal with other people when we're up there. And you can hear running water. The creek is close enough that you can sleep to the sound of running water, which I find incredibly relaxing. Watcher of Stones is a new one. Play Zora's Domain in the background. Alduin is real. This is another new one. I like this one enough, I'm going to read it. Alduin is real, and he ain't Akatosh, by Thromgar Ironhead, proud Nord. As my dad used to say, Imperials are idiots! That is why I'm writing this book. I ain't never wrote a book before, and I do not reckon to write one again, but sometimes a man must do what a man must do. And what I must do is set the record straight about the god called Akatosh and the dragon called Alduin. They ain't the same thing, no matter what them Imperials might say or how they might wish it to be so. My dad was never one for the gods, but my ma was. She worshipped all the divines and taught me lots of things, so I know a thing or two about Akatosh, just as much as any Imperial. I know he was the first of all the gods to take shape in the beginning place. Now what's funny is that, like, what's his name, Thelwa Gemain, who wrote the Alduin Akatosh dichotomy, the fancy, well-written, correctly spelled book, is wrong. Whereas Thromgar here, poor spelling and grammar aside, Thromgar here is absolutely right. And I know he has the shape of a dragon. My dad even told me the story of Martin Septim and the things what happened when the gates to Oblivion opened. Septim turned into the spirit of Akatosh and killed Mehrunes Dagon. Now I don't know about you, but any dragon that fights the Prince of Destruction is okay by me. Now I hope you understand the problem. Akatosh is good. Everyone from Nord to Imperial knows that. But Alduin, he ain't good. He's the opposite of good. That Alduin is evil through and through. So you see, Akatosh and Alduin can't be one and the same. Growing up as a lad in Skyrim, I heard all the stories, told to me by my da, who was told by his da, who was told by his da, and so on. And one of those stories was about Alduin. But see, he was not Akatosh. He was another dragon, and a real one at that. Akatosh is some kind of... What's funny is this guy is just right. Like, for all of the simplicity of his expression, he's absolutely right. Akatosh is some kind of spirit dragon, I think, when he bothers to be a dragon at all, and not a god living in some kind of god place like Oblivion. But Alduin is a real dragon with flesh and teeth and a mean streak longer than the White River. And there was a time when Alduin tried to rule over all of Skyrim with his other dragons. In the end, it took some mighty strong heroes to finally kill Alduin and be done with his whole sorry story. So I got to ask, does that sound like Akatosh to you? No, friend, no it do not. And so I, Thromgar Ironhead, do firmly say with the utmost conviction that Alduin is real, and he ain't Akatosh. Of Crossed Daggers is a new book. It's sort of a guide to the city guide for Riften. Now here's the prize in here. Withershins, the Restoration Skill Book. Literature class. Dude, how's it going? Welcome. Welcome. It's good to see you. No, the game didn't freeze. I was just on my other monitor tending to my lists. Aedra and Daedra is new on this playthrough. Read it too. That is correct, Martin. Good memory. Song of Pelennor V1. That's another new one. We've read A Kiss, Sweet Mother. The Wisp Mother. That's the last thing here in the Temple of Kinnereth. So that's nice. Excellent. Alright, we'll hit the Hall of the Dead next.
You're the best. Can you be my father?
I think this is Burgrit Battleborn.
Look it. There's a rift here in Skyrim. Can't neither magic nor the passing of time make it right.
Now at this point, with Alchemy maxed, I am, as I mentioned, going to start hoarding the stuff for the various alchemical gathering quests.
What's the matter? You can't stand the sight
We do eventually need 20 Nightshade for Ingen Blackbriar, so I'll be holding on to these. I think that was 10 right there. But let's hit the Hall of the Dead. We have a little quest to do here. It actually involves a teeny bit of combat.
I spend so much time among them. Tell me, do you believe it? I see. I missed. Without that amulet, I'll just wait here and make sure
Recover Anders' Amulet of Archay.
nothing foul escapes the catacombs.
Check the main room first. I'm pretty sure there's nothing worthwhile out here. Except the actual Shrine of Archay, but I don't need that. We'll check Anders' bedroom. Spot of gold. Probably a few unread books. Not a lot, though. Frontier Conquest is new. And Song of Pelennor V7 is new. Little coin purse is worth taking. Alright, into the catacombs. I'm just gonna try and take hits from the skellies.
Huh?
Get some boosting to light armor. If I even can. Before Raya just wrecks them for me. There we go. It's done. Raya took care of business. Alright. So now we can check out the Hall of the Dead. Well, the catacombs, I mean. There are a few valuable things in here. First up is this block skill book, The Death Blow of Abernanet. Raya's having none of that. Absolutely. Alright, we'll go ahead and flip through this one now. Well, I know. I mean, funny, yes, and I think it was also, when playing Morrowind, it was a really cool little bit of, call it lore continuity, I guess. Okay. Now, I'm actually going to take these goblets and whatnot, because their value to weight ratio makes them worth selling, and I want to make back a little bit of the gold that I spent with Bellathor getting ready for that fight. And here in this room, we have Anders' Amulet of Archay, which unfortunately for us doesn't function like a normal Amulet of Archay, so I don't think you can use it in, say, shrine construction. And the other thing you really don't want to miss is tucked away over here, nonchalantly in one of the graves, is a Stone of Baranziah.
I spend so much. Oh, thank RK! Please, take this gold for your troubles.
Yep, so there we go. Wasn't much to that, but it's done now. $121. Alright, so next up is House Battleborn. We can progress the missing in action quest a little bit while we're in here, which is obviously worthwhile. And there's also just a lot of loot since we're already friends with him. Should be, anyway. Also, I still need to find and speak to, Lars and get his quest, and there's, like, the Imperial soldier, too, whose name is escaping me for the moment. The one who's talking to Adrian the very first time you come into the city. Him. Idoloff, that's his name.
Greymane or Battleborn? Then I say, well met, friend. I could tell you were a sharp one the moment I laid eyes on you.
I'm not gonna ask any of them to talk to me about Thorold. I'm just
Long
gonna
live the Empire.
get in there and take the Imperial missive. Keep an eye on my carry weight. Oops. Troll slaying is new. We haven't read that book yet. There's Lars.
It's no fun getting well, and me, but I don't do that stuff anymore. Yes, if you can get Braith to leave me alone. Oh, good. She'll listen to you.
Convince Braith to stop bullying Lars. Okay, I've read all those. So somebody was asking about sweet rolls, so I'll just show them to you right quick. They're not... I guess I'm taking some other 18-point items, so... they're not terrible. The Bear of Markarth. That one's new. It's about Ulfric. He's not a good dude. Our objective is over through that door, so let's search upstairs first. think we've already read Fury and Whole Gear. I know we've read Olaf and the Dragon. I picked up one jug I shouldn't have. Alright, now my carry weight's nearly maxed, so I'm going to take a brief pause just to go offload some shit with Bellathor. While it's still light out, and we'll see if I can happen to spot Braith while I'm at it.
It's no fun getting pushed around all the time.
Trying to hide, because I can see.
I'm going to take the key to Amren's house. And I'll go ahead and talk to him and take his quest. I'm a little surprised I haven't done that already. That was an oversight.
Sometimes I miss the soldiers' life. No, I'm not. No, I'm a Red Guard. My family... My Saf... He fed his entire family with... I tracked it. I don't know why I'm saying this, but if you find it out in your...
It's in White River Watch.
I'd be grateful to you.
Find Amren's family sword inside White River Watch. I'm on it, brother. Don't you worry.
If you find that sword, please bring it to me.
You know what's wrong with Skyrim?
We'll be heading to White River Watch soon. Hey, Blinky. I've been on for a while. I'm actually about to take a dinner break, but I will be back on again later tonight.
Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
That said, welcome. It's always great to have you here. It's good to see you again. How's your weekend been? We made back a tiny bit of that gold. Hey, you know, Blinky, sometimes that is the definition of a good weekend, is not doing much. I didn't do much. I mean, we went to the cabin, and then we built a fire, and then we sat in front of it, and it was glorious. I'd be hard-pressed to articulate much that we did apart from that. But it was a wonderful weekend. Ooh, more Nightshade. Awesome. Trying to get all these little bits on the perimeter of the city that aren't really connected to one of the homes. Then I'm not... There's Braith.
What are you looking at? Yeah? Why? Okay, I'll leave him alone. I was just kidding around. Besides, if he'd only kiss me, I wouldn't have to beat him up all the time.
Aww. Alright, so we finished bullying Braith. There were empty beer cans when the fire went out. No, we didn't do any drinking. We really were just relaxing in all the best ways. Alright, let's finish looting upstairs. Got John's room. I think I picked up a plate I don't actually want. Yeah. Read all those. Read all those. I'm gonna take that cabbage just because I think there's a cooking pot downstairs and I'll be able to make a lot more vegetable soup with it. There we go. Alright, let's search the master bedroom. Then the area where our objective is. I say, hopefully Birgit isn't in here, and she's not. That's exactly what I was hoping. So that makes looting the room much easier. Read all those. And now we have this room. I think this is Idoloff and Alfhild's room, if memory serves. Harvesting Frostbite Spider Venom is a new book, and Battle of Sanctor is a new skill book. It's a two-handed skill book, I believe. And I already almost forgot, but I had to take Harvesting Frostbite Spider Venom off of my book list as well. Alright. It's time for me to wrap up and take my dinner break. I'm going to finish up here in the House of Clan Battleborn. And then I'm going to sign off for a while. Alright, expert lock on this door. Boom. Gonna take a shower. Usually a good choice. The Imperial Report on Sarthal is a new book. Read the rest of those. And the Imperial Missive is what we need for the Missing in Action quest. So we can deliver that to Avelstein. Do a little more offloading. And rest. And then I'll pop back. All we have left is to explore these three houses. And then, of course, Jorvaskr and Dragon's Reach. So let's go ahead and turn that book in right quick. Do that first. A dab. Here you go.
Do you have news? I knew it. So, Northwatch. I'll do any. Thorald can't be left to those
You stay hidden.
monsters.
I'll take care of this.
Are you sure? I can have a group of men ready at a moment's
I'm
notice.
sure. I'll
Men
bring
who
him
would
back
be willing
myself.
to- Very well. I'll give you a chance. But if you can't do it, I will. Forget Solitude or Windhelm. Whiterun was the...
Find a way to release Thorald from Thalmor custody. Okay. Let's go visit Bellathor again. Oh, shit.
You're not supposed to be here.
Oh, God. I hate it when Bellathor malfunctions like this. Well, I was about to wait until the next day anyway, but... I suppose I'll do that now.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by
The security in Whiterun is terrible. Shameful is what it is.
I guess I can get some more stuff to sell in, too. That's not all bad. Oh, but just like that, I'm over encumbered. Devastating. Get those pelts
Guards in
later.
this city are all lazy, undisciplined. Think
Okay, so 12 hours from now is a little before 5 a.m. So 16 is a little before 8 a.m., so I'll go ahead and wait 17. We'll be hungry when we wake up, but that's okay.
need to change.
I'd be dead.
A thief!
What the hell? Those were my wolf pelts. Are you kidding me? I dropped them on the ground. Oh, game. You're just breaking all over the place now, aren't you? Oh, gosh. That's a sign. That's the game telling me it's time to take my fucking dinner break. Wolf pelts that I dropped on the ground, you then accuse me of stealing. What the fuck? Oh well.
Yeah.
Oh, but no,
Be
see,
dead if not for
it's
being
only
gone.
one of them, which is even
Man
more
and help me
confusing
back.
if you ask me. Just one. Certain armor, like fur and dragon scale, provide extra protection from cold environments. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm trying to get to a good, logical stopping point, and the game is not cooperating. Yeah, Skyrim just froze. Totally locked. I'm gonna load back in, because I'm going to accomplish the tiny little bit of housekeeping I wanted to accomplish. God damn it. You are not gonna stop me, game. Oh, but seriously, Jesus tap dancing Christ, come on. What I'm trying to do is going to take 30 seconds. You don't need to force me to stop, game. On the contrary, I think Skyrim wants me to leave. It's like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, get out. Skyrim doesn't want me to leave. True story. Alright, leave the pelts.
I'd be dead.
Now please just load Whiterun this time. Skyrim belongs to the bugs! That it does.
Yeah.
What's the matter? You can't stand
Sometimes it just needs a little nap. Fix itself. An afternoon constitutional, as it were.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for.
Turn it off and turn it on again.
Everything's... Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Well, his inventory reset anyway. It's alright. I can still sell the stuff to him. Okay.
Do come back.
So as I mentioned, this is just a dinner break. I'm not signing off for good. But I am going to split it into two different VODs slash YouTube videos. So I'm going to do my usual sign-off spiel. But when we come back, we have 3 more houses to explore and loot down here. Carlotta Valentia's, Uthgerd's, and Amren's. We're actually not going to loot Amren's. We're going to wait until we're friends. But we'll check things out inside, chat with Saphir, what have you. Then we'll give the same treatment to Jorvaskr and Dragon's Reach, and then we're going to get back out on the road and do some more actual exploring, fighting, questing, etc. So, for now, I'm heading off. To those of you who joined me live on Twitch, old friends and new, thank you so much for being here. If you're new and you haven't hit the follow button yet, please do, so you can see every time I go live in the future. I'm fun employed right now, so I'm streaming a lot, and it's been great. If you're watching the VOD, or you're watching later on, more particularly if you're watching later on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button. I know it can be tough to catch me live, there's no good time for everybody, but all of my content makes its way to the YouTube channel, so if you sub over there, you don't need to worry about missing anything. Finally, regardless of the platform you're on, I hope you will join my Discord. The link to do that is in the Twitch channel description. It's also in the YouTube video description. The Discord is the most reliable place to track my stream schedule. It's where we discuss the games you'd like to see me play, and it's simply a really fun place to hang out with a lot of people who love the same kind of games you and I do. So, I'll be back in 2 to 3 hours, depending. So between 8 and 9 p.m. Mountain Time, between 10 and 11 Eastern, I'll be back on, and like I said, I'm kind of planning to sail the ship into the good night tonight. We'll play until I get sleepy, and that might be a while because I slept really well last night. So, see you soon for more Skyrim. Go eat dinner, take a break, take a walk, have a drink, whatever you want to do, and I'll catch you back here shortly. Until then, bye everybody.